Oh, well, we got some shots. We got some
Yes.
new releases to talk about. What we got here at the top?
All right. Guess Calvin's starting us off.
Yeah.
Welcome
Hey
back, buddy, by
everybody.
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a month. I know all my adoring fans miss me. Our views
Mhm.
dropped by
Yep.
one.
Viewership has really dropped.
I mean,
Yeah,
one
we
would
haven't
be
got a
like
comment in like 2 weeks.
okay. I'll say okay. I'll make this nice and controversial. Warhammer blows. Henry Cavill is a terrible person. There you go. That's the hook.
All right.
So this is secret level. So there's going to be some secret level spoilers, but they're not really spoilers. They're, you can
Yeah.
spoil secret level. I feel like. I mean, some of them are kind of fun not to spoil. But like there's a Warhammer 40k one. You know what's going to be in the Warhammer 40k one. What I was surprised about was just how pretty it was and how they did like very artsy fartsy shots, which was like more than I was expecting. Like this first shot before the shot of them shooting and blowing up some aliens, it's 10 seconds of just black with no
Mm.
sound. It just sits there because all the lights go out and it just sits there like this. Then all of a sudden stuff starts blowing apart and all you see is the red fire and then the blue glowing blood.
Right.
And this is like a fight sequence, camera spinning around. Great,
Very
real
reminiscent
solid.
of the Batman sequence when like the guns, like the flash of
Oh,
the
yeah,
missiles
yeah,
going
yeah.
off. Yeah,
It's exactly that. Like
yeah,
flash, flash, black, flash, flash. But what's
yeah.
cool is as this goes on, that blue blood stays glowing. So
Mm.
as the fight goes on, there's more and more light through like the whole sequence, which is really cool.
That's cool.
And it ends up on them and stuff. And then the second shot is like the end of the fight as they're
Nice.
walking away, which is this looks like this looks like an illustration. It doesn't, it felt
Very
so
cool.
kind of like this is definitely pushed way farther than you would probably want to, maybe if you're going for pure realism, maybe. But I
Yeah,
thought
very
this was
cool.
like so pretty. It just there was a couple different moments like this where they're just like, oh, somebody was just like, let's just make a really good image. We don't really need to worry about the fact that maybe it's pushed a bit too far.
Mm.
Yeah, no, it's
But
animated. It's all stylized.
yeah, it's
No, no,
stylized.
it
All the
looks
episodes
cool.
I've seen so far, which is only like 5 of them or something, they've all had a little bit of their own look, but they still like reside like it feels like the color was kind of done the same way type of thing.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's
Yeah, very cool. You have to keep watching them all. So they're all. The Armored Core
Mm.
one's very good too. Very cool.
I was just looking for the Armored Core one. I couldn't find it. I was
Yeah,
so confused.
that's good. Yeah.
What's
Cool.
it called? Oh, there it is. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I was definitely I've been pleasantly surprised. The Sifu one, I've almost skipped almost every single one except for Hammer, but I was like, I'll give it a minute. I wasn't like expecting to like the Sifu one that much.
Wow.
But it felt like, you know what it felt like? It felt like what I want game trailers to be. You know what I mean? Like the
Like
Sifu
these
one felt like,
cinematics.
I
yeah,
wouldn't be
like a game
surprised
cinematic, but like,
if some
10
of those
minutes. Like
companies
how
also
long
worked
is
on them.
I mean, that's what it is, but
Yeah.
it would be cool if when companies did announcements. It's not like a 30-second thing that goes on a TikTok reel. It's like here's a short, and then yeah, we're
I
doing
feel like
game.
games do that a lot of the times. They'll be like their announcement trailer will be like some big
Yeah, but it's
cinematic.
like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, that's
I
all.
guess Overwatch had something and stuff like that. Yeah, some games
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
like
I
a
guess you're right,
Rolex thing.
but the Sifu one felt like very. Sifu one was really good.
Speaking of
Speaking of
Sifu,
Sifu,
well, that's
Speaking
what
of
Cole
Sifu,
brought.
I brought. I guess we're gonna skip Cade. I brought
We'll stick to secret levels
3
first.
Sifu shots. I haven't
Yes.
started watched any of Secret Level yet. I'm gonna get to it right after this podcast. But yeah, I thought this looked really pretty. I remember playing the game a little bit when it came out, and it was really fun. And yeah, I just took some pretty shots. I
Yeah,
like
it's pretty.
just like the texture work that they did in the first far one on the left here. It looks really good and nicely balanced.
The middle one you have here, it's like it takes place of like a fight in a club, obviously.
Mhm.
And when I was watching, I was just they have so many like lights that like that are just like flashing from all different directions at
Yeah.
all time. Like it's probably even like not even like it feels like there's so many like that aren't even like maybe in the room, but they just have ones for like stylistic reasons and
Mhm.
stuff flashing on and off.
Yeah.
But there was quite the setup for that because I'm sure there's a lot that are like they want to be timed with like punches and stuff, and then Some
mhm.
get some frames where you're like, let's not light up that or whatever, but still
So
very
a
pretty.
lighter's nightmare. Great.
You just render
but
them
I
all
was,
on and comp does it. Then what are you talking about?
I was looking at that and I was just like, the amount of fucking light passes would have absolutely sucked.
Yeah. Not to mention just like
compositor.
the setups to begin with. Like if you're just rolling onto the show and the lead just like, here's 50 lights, go.
Oh,
And you're just like trying to just navigate it and you're like, fuck.
actually, you know what? It was probably less lights than we're thinking, but they probably, like, if you turn off light 5, you change the color and you turn it back on, right? Which makes
Could
it
be,
a lot more.
Could be
it
that
is
too.
like
A little
spinning a
bit
lot too, so
easier.
they could easily get away with that, where it doesn't look like one light flashing different colors. Like as you turn a different light flash on, you don't know where that's coming from.
Right.
But yeah,
Well,
very
in
good.
any case,
Should all
nightmare.
watch.
And then this last shot, just very pretty shot.
Mhm.
Especially the
Nice.
camera rotation, like going down as it's following Sifu. So
I think that's the first shot, right?
yeah, it's the first shot.
Yeah, I love that shot because when I was watching it, I was like, oh, please drop the camera straight down and go real slow with like a big rotation, and they did, and I was like, yes, such good payoff.
Gotta always
I've been happy with the
appreciate
show.
Skylight's rain.
That's the
just
the
first
very
thing I was
long
thinking
streaks.
about was the rain, and it was weird because the rain in the far distance. Maybe it's hard to tell with this image, but the far distance is really getting lit up by like mid-ground rain is really getting lit up by really far rain, which I thought was, I don't know if I liked it or not, but it was cool. It was
It's
pretty.
very much like the classic, like put in like a
Molts.
comp element and then you glow what's there and it brights up
Yeah.
all of your element, not
But
just what's near it.
Like I would normally call it a mistake, but since it felt so purposeful,
Yeah,
I was like, okay, never mind.
feels adds to the kind of painterly
Purposeful.
feel. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure it
purposeful
is.
is a word. So
Who knows?
Yeah, good stuff.
yeah, good
Yeah.
stuff.
And last but not least,
Yeah, I did my homework. Cal wasn't here, so he has no.
I mean, I've
he has
talked about
excuse.
you watching this fucking movie.
Yeah,
We've
that's.
talked
I've
about
never
this
watched this movie
so many
I've
times.
been on
such
a
a good
Coen
movie.
Brothers kick. I watched No Country for Old Men, and then now I watched.
Oh, that's another.
I'd seen that one before, but I wanted to rewatch it.
Yeah, we talked
But
about it last week, Calvin.
yeah. And so I finally watched The Big Lebowski. I always knew I was gonna like it. I just never sat down and watched
Is that
it.
a scrubbing bubbles? The fuck?
I just
I
saw
was gonna
that too.
ask, do you guys have scrubbing bubbles in Canada? Because I could never find them in Canada.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen one in person.
What are we talking about? Oh, on the right side of the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
never-
seen the ads. I thought it was an oil cleaner thing. Am I
It's
crazy?
like a bubbling clean. Yeah, you use it to clean the tub.
I thought it was like. I didn't think it was for.
But this movie's like
People.
early 90s, right? Or mid 90s. So
Late
the fact that
90s,
it's,
80s.
then scrubbing bubbles that old. Damn. Okay. Good for them.
Yeah. All those, been around.
But yeah, it was good. It was a good, really fun, kind of silly movie. I find that's what they like the Coen brothers do kind of with their movies, is they don't really tell you a lot and they kind of just throw you in the story and things happen. It doesn't really, they don't really feel so much like here we're building up. Okay, here's what it's about. Here's the middle. Then here's a big
here's
third
the
act where
arc.
something's happening. It's just kind of just here's the story and it's good. It's very cool.
It's always such a risk, right? Like just
Yeah.
dumping you in the story because of it, you can feel like so disjointed or just like super confusing. But
Yeah.
they usually knock it out of the park pretty hard.
Yeah, because this, No Country for Old Men's kind of the same, but then, Burn After Reading is kind of like that too, where it's just a bunch of these ridiculous characters who go through a story. I know I've seen True Grit before, but I haven't seen it since it was in theaters, so I'll have to rewatch that one too.
You know what?
Fargo.
I think I saw True Grit when I was like 8.
You're definitely old.
Is that the one with Haley Steinfeld starting out?
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, True Grit?
True Grit. That was
Isn't
in
True Grit from the
2010.
70s?
No.
Okay.
There might be. I'm
2010.
talking about the Coen Brothers one specifically. I don't know if there's an old one. Yeah, that's very good. I'm gonna continue my Coen Brothers watch. I'll probably watch Fargo next. I've only ever seen a couple seasons of the show. Oh, really?
Fargo's incredible.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie, so I think that'll be next on my hit list.
Oh, so good. Oh my god.
Great.
Yeah. That's Shot Spot.